Hi guys, let's learn multiple choice, multiple answer. So this task, which is there in listening module, it's an important task. Let's look at the overview of the task, how it looks and all. So guys, look and feel of multiple choice, multiple answer. On the top you have instruction.
I hate to say it, but probably the best thing.
One that is playing the audio is called audio box, which is controlled, which you have where you have the volume control.
The local newspaper in everybody's town.
You can increase, you can decrease the volume. So instruction, audio bar, right? Audio volume controller. And then you have in the bottom the question, right? The question is available. And along with the question, you have choices. So fundamentally, you have three parts in this. One is question. The second one is audio box. The third one is options with check boxes. Check boxes mean you can either select one option or you can select more than one option also if you want. There is no compulsion. So this is what the multiple choice, multiple answers task basically. So when you finish it, you hit the next button. In the real test, all these buttons won't be there. So simply the real test elements are instruction, audio, question, choices, and next button. Let's also learn 3 secrets of multiple choice, multiple answers in listening module. Number 1, this task has negative marking. However, this negative score is something which is very, very harmless, because even if you click all the wrong options, all the incorrect options, the score is going to be still 0. So you don't have to be worried about the negative marking in this particular task. Secondly, spending more time on this task, these questions like multiple choice, multiple answer can indirectly impact the other important tasks like fill in the blanks. It can impact dictation indirectly. So this multiple choice, multiple answer, dictation, fill in the blanks, right? These share the same time. When you are spending more time here, what can happen? You may find less time for your dictation especially. So dictation is giving you 30 marks. This is hardly giving you any score. So I don't want you to spend a lot of time here on this multiple choice, multiple answer. Then how much time do I recommend? I recommend less than 30 seconds time. So anything less than 30 seconds you can spend on multiple choice, multiple answer, single question, one question, less than 30 seconds after the audio you should be spending. Now the numbers of multiple choice, multiple answers, not very impressive, but the familiarity purposes we are learning. Number of questions in the test, 1 or 2. You don't get so many questions from multiple choice, multiple answer. You get 1 or 2 questions, that's it. And how many marks do you get? You get close to half mark from this particular task into listening, whereas the ultimate score in listening is 19 marks. This is supplying only hardly half mark, nothing much, right? And the 3 steps to answer multiple choice, multiple answer. The very, very simple 3 steps. Number 1, before the audio starts, you have 7-8 seconds of time. In that 7-8 seconds of time, read the question, understand the demand of the question, right? Before the audio starts, read the question, understand the demand of the question. Now, once the audio starts playing, you pay attention to that, whatever is demanded in the question. For example, what area the question is looking for in the audio, on that area, on that target area, you start focusing, right, in the audio. So once the audio finishes, you identify any 2 right options or any 1 right option. Many people have this misconception that in multiple choice, multiple answer, minimum 2 options have to be clicked, which is not the case. You can always click what? 1 option if you are not confident of the second one. You have that prerogative to click what? 1 option also. Although it is multiple choice, multiple answer, you can click just 1 option. It's absolutely okay, right? And we will practice a couple of questions, 1 or 2 questions from multiple choice, multiple answer. Now guys, let's answer multiple choice, multiple answer question in the listening. So 3 steps are there. Step 1 is you reading the question, understanding the question's demand before the audio starts. So once the audio starts, you start paying attention to the target information in the audio. So when the audio is finished or when the audio is ongoing, you are going to identify the correct answers. So correct options from the following. So let me answer one question. I'll show you the question on screen. There's one question on the screen. You want, you can adjust the volume.
The term tidal wave is often inaccurately used for a tsunami. Tsunamis have nothing to do with the action of tides.
So I'm showing the question once again fresh. So what is it? The question is, what causes tsunamis? We have to identify that in the audio.
The term tidal wave is often inaccurately used for a tsunami. Tsunamis have nothing to do with the action of tides. A more accurate term is seismic sea wave. There has to be a disturbance of the Earth's crust to produce a tsunami. Large earthquakes with epicenters under or near the ocean are the cause of most tsunamis. Volcanic eruptions and undersea landslides are also responsible, but unless accompanied by movements of the ocean floor, their effects are usually localized. Possibly this was true about the eruption of Krakatoa in 1883. A tsunami was responsible for most of the deaths caused by Krakatoa, yet this tsunami did not sink any ships. It did wash away several coastal villages and kill more than 36,000 people. Tsunamis work in complex ways. Some pounce on coastal settlements like large breakers. Others produce a gentle wave that floats buildings off their foundations. But then a violent backwash may sweep buildings and people out to sea. The tsunami that wrecked Hilo, Hawaii in 1946 was so forceful it folded parking meters. It caused needless deaths when people returned to save their belongings and got caught between waves. The deeper the water, the lower the tsunami and the faster it moves. In the open ocean, it travels at about 700 kilometers per hour, but being sometimes no more than a meter in height, a tsunami often passes a ship unnoticed. This is what happened in 1896 during a catastrophic tsunami in Japan, which was the result of an undersea earthquake. Thousands of people were drowned on shore, while fishermen far out at sea didn't notice the waves passing beneath their boats. But when they went home, they found their villages destroyed.
So I think based on the audio, the correct answer is undersea earthquakes and movement of the ocean floor. Those are the correct answers, right? So this is how you answer multiple choice, multiple answer question. I do not recommend the students to spend a lot of time after listening to the audio. Okay, after listening to the audio, you should spend very, very limited amount of time. If you do not know the answer, click something and move on, because this does not have great weightage. Yeah, that's it. You can see the answers. Both of the answers are correct, because as per the audio, these two are the correct answers. The mistakes to avoid, 2-3 mistakes, not many. Number one, you're spending, if anybody is spending more than 30 minutes, mistakes to avoid. Number one mistake, if you're spending more than 30 seconds on these questions, it's not good for you. So spend maybe 20 seconds time, 10 seconds time. If somebody does not want to spend any time and they want to click any option randomly after the audio is finished, it's still fine, no problem. Number two, not clicking any option. For example, after listening to the audio, after reading the question, after listening to the audio, I'm not very sure which one of the options is correct or which are the options that are correct. It's okay, you click something randomly and go to the next question, because the negative marking cannot give you less than 0. You can click a certain, maybe one option, two options randomly and go to the next one. There's no harm, right? If you get, you'll get something, right? Something is better than nothing. That's it about multiple choice, multiple answer. Now, take the quiz to assess your understanding and improve your skills.
Ready to shine. Early mornings, late night grind. Dreams and goals are all on my mind. Practice tests and study guides. With every step I'm reaching high.